Hello guys, it is Jead and Path to Glory is here. The World Cup promo is here. So what are the best options to take from not only the Champions token store, but still the regular token store? We also casually just got the best player in the game dropping as an SBC yesterday. And on top of all of that, when are we buying these players like Ruben Diaz? When are we going to buy them before the World Cup? So let's jump into it. And guys, if you want to use players like this and just need that little extra boost, then you can get your cheap, fast, and most importantly, safe FC26 coins at eldorado.gg. They have 24/7 support, a money-back guarantee, and you can use code JEAD at checkout to get another 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Boys and girls, I hope you are having a fantastic day. Fantastic start to the weekend. Less than a week until the World Cup. And my question for you boys is, what is the best World Cup song of all time? I'm going Shakira, just a little bit of Shakira. Africa, you know what I mean? What can you say? Waka Waka is the best, but what are you guys going to go for? Best World Cup song of all time. And I wasn't kidding, by the way, when I said we have got the best SBC in the entire game, the best player in the game dropping as an SBC. Arne Slot's favourite. We'll get to him in a second because we got such good SBC content as we always do on a Friday. Starting off with the worst SBC. No one do this. Please, no one do this. 1 of 3 91 tots from the Summer Nation. Basically, anyone going to the World Cup, right? But that is most of the nations in the game. And you have to put 2 team of the season or 2 team of the week into this, as well as 3 squads. That's a disgraceful SBC. So already unfavourite that. We don't even need to look at that one. We then get Path to Glory Challenge 1. Now, I'll talk more about the trade to glory later. All these tradable packs are only really worth it if you're on a brand new account. I will be on a brand new account soon on the trade to glory, but until then, we don't care. So on to Mateo Chavez. Actually, hugely underrated SBC. Not lengthy again, so not one for the BigJead account. If he's not long, he will not join the team. But the fact he's got really nice stats, plus you can just put any playstyles you want on him. Again, all of these cards, boys, 3 playstyle plus, 8 regular playstyles. You're obviously just creating your own perfect card. Stats aren't the best, but 1 squad, 87 rated with a team of the week, team of the season. Fine, but again, unless you're going to use him in some sort of gauntlet team, maybe you just avoid him as well. We've got the 1 of 3, 83 plus summer tournament pick, and the 2x84 kind of go hand in hand. The big question for everyone is, what is the best of these to grind? Because they're basically the exact same, right? You've got a 1 of 3, 83 plus pick from the players going to the World Cup. And think about it, right? All the Path to Glory cards, all the ones in packs, obviously, are, players going to the World Cup. That's just how Path to Glory works, right? And then both of them are just gold upgrades, but a little bit different. This one is 6 golds, 6 rares, the double 84. And the 1 of 3 is 4 golds, 4 rares. In my opinion, the 1 of 3, 83 plus player pick is better value, better to grind, better for fodder, better for Path to Glories. But I understand the argument for both. I would personally go for the 83 player picks. We did 21 of these on the Twitch stream yesterday. And we got nothing, I'll be honest. And I've not tried the double 84s. Just from looking at them, I think the 1 of 3, 83 plus player picks will give out more. I can see the argument for the double 84s being, you get 2 players back, 2 players above 84. The worst case scenario, double 84s, is still good for some of the other SBCs, like the grind upgrade. I'll talk about it in just a second, because we've of course got the grind upgrade as well. Also got the FOF Continental upgrade North America. A little bit weird. It's really upvoted on like FutBin and FutGG, but I can't really see a reason for doing this, apart from if you need to do Hugo Sanchez. And by the way, you can get Maradona in 1 game. Sorry if I forgot to mention that. You can get Maradona in 1 game. I should have probably put that in the intro. That, yeah, the Maradona objective is glitched. We'll get to that in a second. But you can earn a pack containing 5 gold rare players, 82 or higher, Canada, Haiti, Panama, all the North American countries. Not for me. I don't know. I just think it's repeatable times 5. It's basically a 5 times 82, but, specific nation and countries. By the way, bear with me today. The servers are shocking. The servers are shocking. But yeah, 82 rated squad to get 5 82s back. You'll probably get a couple 83s, 84s in there. It's an avoid for me, unless, again, you need players for the objective. I don't know. Not for me personally, but I guess all those countries are in the World Cup, so I guess there's that. But we've got 2 more SBCs, the best 2 that we haven't even spoke about, and that's because I've completed them both, so I couldn't favourite them. The grind upgrade there, right? The grind upgrade is an 84 rated squad to give you, I believe it's 85 to 89 rated players. Yeah, it won't show up on my screen for some reason, but it's earn a pack of 5 rare gold players between 85 and 89 rated for that 84 rated squad. So I can see why the double 84, possibly a reason to take it for this grind upgrade. You get 3 of them every single day. 100% worth taking every single day. You're basically looking to do, right? If you want to know what the pack grind is right now, because we all want to know how to pack some of these Path to Glory cards or how to do the SBC, I've still not spoke about. But basically what you're going to do is do all your dailies, do all your provisions. That's not changed since about Winter Wildcards, right? All your dailies, all your provisions, get as many gold commons and gold rares into the club. We do not have an upgrade, which we desperately need, that turns commons into rares. The only upgrade that does turn commons into rares is the 5 of 1080 player pick, but of course you only get 3 of them every single day. So make sure you're doing that with just gold commons, turn those into rares. But apart from that, you've probably got loads of gold commons sat in your club. So EA, just release the TOTS crafting upgrade, but call it the World Cup crafting upgrade. It's not that hard. Then anyway, you go and do that. Then of course you go and do your double 86s, your 84 times 10s, all that good stuff. But then you're basically going to see how many of either the 1 of 383s you can craft or the double 84s. That is what you are doing. You're trying to do as many of these and these as possible. And once you've done all these, you can then go and do your grind upgrades, or again, your double 86s, your 3x87s and 90s, and your 1084s. If you needed the fodder for them, go and grind the player picks, go and grind double 84s, put it into the higher rated upgrades. That is the current pack grind. Let me know if you guys want a full video on everything, how to do it on Pale Tools and all that good stuff. But I don't think you need one right now, unless we get that TOTS craft and upgrade again, and the pack grind goes unlimited. Right now, it's just dailies into player picks, into the double 84s, into the higher rated. Probably try and pack a Path to Glory. Probably don't pack a Path to Glory. Get fodder instead. And then with the fodder you get, you can go and do the best player on the game. I used this guy in 6 games of champs yesterday. We are currently 5-1. Boys and girls, get yourself to the stream tomorrow. We're going to go for 13-2. We've never had 13-2 this year. We're going to buy a God Squad and get it, maybe. But Cody Gakpo will be one of the players in that team tomorrow's champs run. This guy is so good. He's got finesse, incisive, and rapid. 94, 95, 94, 95, with even 91 physical. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. And of course, long with a marksman chem style. You have to use a marksman on him. Probably not as good as on old gen because of the whole lengthy stuff, but lengthy with a marksman and has brilliant play styles. Remember, this is an upgradable card as well. The big obvious one that he's missing is pinged, but that is pretty much it. Nothing else he is missing. And if Netherlands get out the group, I believe he gets a play style and he will get pinged past. He might have to win the first game in the knockouts, actually, and then he'll get pinged past on Gakpo. And I've got the full path for Gakpo, or like an example path when we go into leaks a little bit later on in the video. If you want to do this SBC, right? He's below 400,000 coins. If this card was on the market, it would be 1 million coins plus. He is that good. Perfect playstyles. Again, not 4 playstyle plus, but perfect playstyles. Go and do this card. Make it your aim to do this card and play him at left mid. Do not play him up front. He's not a striker. He's not a cam. He's a lengthy left winger, similar to this Silas Evo that I'm doing. Lengthy left winger. And also, by the way, quick note, you want a review on Hugo Sanchez? He's shocking. Awful card. Do not use him up front. He is absolutely woeful. So SBC content was really good. We have some more interesting SBCs coming in the rest of the week, and we'll talk about them when we get, jump into leaks and when everything is coming. But Evos, Friday Evo content is normally the highlight of the day. I'm doing this Silas Evo. Look at the stats on that Silas, by the way. Broken. I can't wait to use him in game. But the Evo we got yesterday, we got 2, right? You guys might have only thought we got 1 if you just had a little quick look, because the only one you can actually see if the servers let me do it. The servers have been shocking recently. Donovation, right? 100,000 coins for a cam Evo based on Landon Donovan. It's very okay. Like, if I put Gold Dembele in it, right? It's a good, example of what this Evo actually gives, because he's just got 1 playstyle plus, normal stats. You guys know Gold Dembele. Doesn't really improve his passing. Would give him finesse and technical. Makes his dribbling go really high. Pace high, shooting high. It just feels for 100,000 coins to me like there's better options than this. Now, I understand there's probably some crazy chains, but I've not seen any that live up to the past few Evos we've got. The playstyles it gives are really nice, and honestly, it does make the card usable. I get it, right? This is Gold Dembele in it without any chains. It's just not crazy for a Friday Evo. It's not Friday Evo levels. Only card I've seen on Footbin who's even in the top 20 most popular evolutions for this is this Kaka card. So you get baby Kaka, you put him into the pass 8 from the season pass, which gives him brilliant passing. Then put him into Donovation, and you get a 95, 95, 93, 95 Kaka. 5-star, 5-star. Lovely playstyles. That card is really nice, and I'm sure, by the way, there is some chains for this. I'm just not seeing it. The other chains we're actually seeing come from the other Evo that came out. Probably the less seen one, the less known one, if that makes sense. If you go all the way to the training camp on the far right, we have the brilliantly named Evo, Meep Meep. We have the Meep Meep Evo, which gives a card 96 pace as a left back, but they can't play centre back. This, for a free Evo in the training camp that only takes 1 hour and 30, is brilliant. And there are so many chains for this that are actually really good. It's not like, again, an OP super Evo. It's kind of like a chain Evo. But look at Foot Birthday Ball Day, who, by the way, right now, even with this Evo out, is only 260k, which I know is a lot. He's gone up 200k because of this Evo. But think about if this was like a couple of days ago. This card would be like 1 million coins. So he's 260k. He'll probably come down from that as the hype dies down. But look at the state of the stats on this 99 5-star, 5-star, 4 playstyle plus Ball Day. Chain for that, it's just all the Foot Birthday stuff. You then whack him into Laggard on Footbin as well. You whack him into Meep Meep, then Intercept plus, left back rolls, covering ground. You get this 95 Ball Day. Honestly, a joke. But it's not just him, right? Look how many left back Evos we got. Marcelo, Davies, Nico O'Reilly, even Savona, right? This Marcelo card, you put him into Rock and Resolve from the regular Evos, then Meep Meep, then covering ground from the season pass. You get a Marcelo with 96 pace, but then 95, 94, 95, 93. It's a shame this card can only play left back, because you'd rather use this card probably as a centre mid or a CDM, not a lengthy left back. Obviously, he's controlled, so not maybe the best there, but stats on that card, broken. The Meep Meep Evo is really good for chains. Let me know who you guys are using in both of the Evos. I'm trying to save them for a little bit. I've already got my left back there in Oosterwald because I am a little bit of a sheep and I don't want to use the cam Evo just yet. I'm going to try and find some sort of chain But we did get an objective that is worth doing, so we'll jump onto that. If you go onto, is it seasonal or campaign? It is campaign. Go to campaign. We get Path to Glory week 1. Now, the reason this is worth doing is, of course, we want to talk about tokens. The main talking point right now is everything tokens. And in this, you get 30 more tokens, which is not crazy, but every token matters towards that 1,000 count. I'm trying not to do any of the swap objectives. You'll see that I'm on 100 tokens, the regular ones, and obviously 0 champs tokens. I'm trying to not do the swap SBCs until the last second, because the first thing I'm going for when we jump into the token store is that 2,000 Evo. But go and do Path to Glory week 1. You get some nice rewards, some fodder, some SP, nothing crazy, but it's pretty easy to get if you go for it. And let's talk about it then. Let's talk about these tokens, because we got the new ones yesterday with the FUT Champs tokens and the FUT Champs store, but even the regular tokens, it seems like people are a little bit undecided on what to take from them. If we can load, bro. The servers have pissed me off. You guys were there on stream yesterday. You would have seen it. Web app's even worse. Shout out to my boys on web app. It's honestly shocking. Okay, let's start with the Festival of Football tokens, the regular ones. Now, 1,000 a week with, 5,000 total. I think we spoke about this a little bit the other day. I've looked at it. We spoke about it with you boys on stream yesterday. I'm getting the consensus what everyone's doing, sort of like online. We've opened a few packs. We even opened the 250 3x93 Fantasy Football Path to Glory pack. Please don't open that. It just gives fodder. I've seen 2 or 3 of these online now. They just give fodder, and it's untradeable fodder. Absolute waste of 250 tokens. From what I'm seeing online, there is only a few options that are even close to worth taking here, right? The fodder tokens, in my opinion, are not worth it unless you're really struggling to grind like Gakpo. Just not worth it. The players are not worth it. Amad Diallo feels okay. The stats are really nice. I think if you're a Man United fan, you probably take this Amad Diallo. If you're not a Man United fan, you probably give that one a miss, just missing a couple things. And obviously, he's not going to, get out of the group with Ivory Coast. So if they get out of the group, not going to go too far in the World Cup. I hope my Ivory Coast boys upset me, prove me wrong. But they're not going to do too well in the World Cup. So unless you're a Man United fan, you skip Amad as well. So pretty much, you're skipping all of that first row, skipping the 3 cards. The 100 token evolution is insane for change. You can get 99 dribbling or 97, 98 dribbling on some cards without improving the stats. I do understand that. It can be really, really nice for chains. But even so, in my humble opinion, I still don't think that's worth taking. I'm saying ignore the first 2 rows. Again, maybe you're desperate for fodder. Maybe you've got the perfect chain for that Evo right there and you're a one-off. Just go for it. I understand that. Most people here, I know it's a little bit longer a wait, but I would just wait on the first 2. I would wait on the first 2 completely. The only thing I would look at, I would avoid the 3x93. It's not worth it. I would avoid the seasonal token store pack. Once again, the Path to Glory wait on some of the higher tier cards, if you guys were on the game yesterday, is shocking. It's really easy to pack these Path to Glory cards, but you're packing the 91s to 93s. You're not packing the 94s, 95s, and the 4 playstyle plus cards are almost impossible. So don't take that. I wouldn't take the seasonal token store pack. I would not take this one either as well, the seasonal token pack 4. And I especially would not take the 5 1 of 4 93 encore icon pick. So Jesus Christ, G, if you're not taking anything, what's the point in these tokens? Well, because if you have noticed, there was something else at this 500 tier that EA have decided to remove. I don't know why. I've not seen anything online about it just yet. All I know is that it was one of, if not the best option in terms of value. And EA have removed it. There was a 500 coin token that was, I have no idea what it was called, Gold Resolve. Gold something. It was called Gold Standard. I believe it was called the Gold Standard. This one here, the Gold Standard. As you can see on FUTGG, it was voted on FUTGG as a must-do with 93% upvotes. It was 500 tokens. It was really, really good. And it seems to be not in the store anymore. No one really knows why. But some of the chains we could do with this, just look at this base Hamshik card, which everyone gets a free, by the way. This was a free objective Hamshik. He would get 93, 92, 99, 92, 95, 95. Honestly, broken. Even FUT Birthday Hamshik has some crazy chains with it. There was so many good chains with the Gold Standard, and it was such a good Evo. Why is it gone? I don't know. I would just wait, and I assume that's coming back, hopefully for 500 tokens again. That was the first thing that I think was a must-take Evo, and it adds up really nicely because, of course, everyone's going to get 5,000 tokens. You don't need to sweat, boys, trust me. Everyone's going to get 5,000 tokens. EA just want you to play the game, but they'll make sure you get the tokens, right? Which means there's a couple different things you can go for. The 500 token Evo, the icon, and of course, what else are we missing? The 2,000 token Evo. So EA basically took away the 2 best Evos. I don't know why. I've still not heard comms on this. I will let you guys know in one of the future videos. Hopefully by tomorrow this is sorted. The 2 best options were by far the Evos. I don't know whether EA thought they were glitched, whether they want to balance them, whether they want to change their prices. I actually have no idea. There's no comms on this. Maybe they were glitched in some way that we don't understand. So right now, all you can see is the packs at the bottom and the icon, the packs at the top and the icons at the bottom. Yes, one of the icons is worth it. So my path to what I'm taking here is an icon for 2,500, and then taking the 2,000 Evo, which is not here, the 97 rated one, and I'm then taking the 500 token Evo. That is the single best way to spend the 5,000 tokens for pretty much everyone. The only exception is if none of these icons, not even a little bit, excite you, I would still save up for the 2 Evos first, so I would not spend these tokens, just still saving them. I would still keep them. However, when you've then got the 2 Evos, you've then got 2,500 tokens left. That is when you're looking at spamming these packs here, right? So maybe some of the 100 token packs, maybe the 500 token pack, if you can be bothered to save up at that point, because it'll be down the line. Do not do the icon picks for the love of God, and do not do the fantasy 3x93s. They're just not worth it. I promise you, they're not worth it. But basically, take the Evos first, then we're taking an icon. I'm going to take Petit personally. This Petit is by far the best icon there in terms of pure meta. I was also debating taking Perlo. Not as meta as Petit, but I don't know, a 99 passing Perlo, 5-star, 5-star, like all the icons are. But he's also got Intercept, so probably like can last a little bit longer into the game. Beautiful. Rivaldo looks fun, but he's not lengthy. Zanetti's the worst one there. Owen, I'm not doing it as a Liverpool fan. So we hold tight there while we wait for the tokens to come back. But the new one we got yesterday, of course, was the Champs tokens. And this one, everyone is all over the place. The community is all over the place. Everyone's taking everything. No one knows what to take. Let me walk you through the best options. But now, unlike the other tokens, you can spend these this week, right? This should reset every single week, as you can see at the top, 6 days, 6 hours until this store resets. So we should get a new one for Champs every single week. I'm not sure whether we're going to get a lot of the same packs and maybe just the players change. I guess that would make sense. The reason I think it's a bit weird is we just need a bit of clarity, right? If you're saving your tokens, you want to know what you're saving them for, if that makes sense. You don't want to like save them and then next week's rewards are not as good. So I just hope we get a bit of clarity over what's coming. I think that's a good way for EA to do it. But here is every option I would look at taking. Number 1, bit of a weird one, but just go with me on this. There's 25 1083s there, right? That adds up to 625 tokens total, and these are tradable. 625 tokens is pretty easy to get. I believe it's like, what? I think it's 11 wins. I think 10 wins gets you 600. So you could do 24 of these with the 10 times 83s if you get, 10 wins, which a lot of people will get. They are tradable. If you do 24 of these, discard value is about 150k. You're likely to pack at least a couple with Path of Glory fodder minimum. The minimum you'll get back is like 200, 250, probably 300,000 coins tradable. And that's the absolute minimum. What you're actually going to pack is hopefully something if you do 24 tradable 1083s. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a spam pack one. It's a bit of, trying to pack some Path of Glories. However, I seen this got pointed out to me the other day, and I don't hate it, right? 300k guaranteed, pretty much, with the chance of packing something just for getting 10 wins. Not the end of the world, but I understand probably not the most exciting option. But that's the first option I would look at taking. These middle ones here, I would avoid. If you're planning on doing what I've just said there, you've basically got the 24 10 times 83s versus doing the 10 times 10 86s. Like you can do 10 of these, way less of them. But the reason I'm going with this one at the top is the minimum, like the floor value of what you get is way higher in this one here. If you get just discard in every pack, this one's way higher because, of course, there's way less cards in this despite them being 86 rated. So for that, I'm going with the tradable 1083s. Of course, if you just need fodder again for Gakpo, for Salah, maybe you take one of these fodder packs on repeat, but I'm looking at the tradable 1083. We then move down. The next one that is very, very interesting, I need to find the exact pack because someone pointed this out to me on stream yesterday as well, is this one. It's very, very specifically this one, the 400 token champion token store pack 1. The reason for this, and it is untradeable, this is 52 items, but for 400 tokens again, which I think it's like 7 wins or 7 or 8 wins, you get a 5 of 10 player pick, 88 or higher, right? A 1 of 5, 87 or higher, cool. But you get 50 times 84, a 50 times 84, with 30 of those 85, a 30 times 85, and out of those, 10 86 or higher, right? Untradeable, of course, but the fodder pack potential from the player mix and pack and that for only 400 tokens. If you get a semi-decent rank, you could probably do 2 of these. This is really good value if you're a bit of a pack gambler, and at a minimum, you get some untradeable fodder again for Gakpo, for Salah, or for whatever you're doing. Hopefully not an icon pack, but you guys are degens. They're your first 2 options. The next one is if you go for a player, there is literally only one option here. Reece James is not long and can't play centre mid, you avoid him. But Holter just isn't good enough, in my opinion, you don't go for him. You go for Danny Olmo, pretty much the only one. These are now the red national pride cards. We spoke about in one of the other day's videos, if you guys remember. And this is a perfectly customizable player who you'd pretty much put finesse and incisive guaranteed on as a third play style, probably between pinged, low driven, technical, because you're going to play him cam, right? This card can really only play cam. And obviously the white play styles, all the standard ones, right? Ticky, pinged, low driven, game changer, maybe intercept if you like having that on your cam, with tech, quick step, rapid, trickster, press proven, first touch, just a mix of those. The stats on this card are beautiful. 99, 95, 95 in the shooting stats that matter. Only 92 pace, but with a chem style, probably fine. Passing's a lot better than it looks because of that short passing and vision stat being so high. Dribbling is near perfect. Strength and physicals in general, really, really good. With perfect play styles and how rare this card could be if it does go out of the store next week, I do not hate this option at all. You need 10 wins for him to get him this week. Not that hard to get if you just like sort of semi-decent at the game, played a few years, played, even casuals can get 10 wins, I think. Champs feels a little bit easier this week. Not much, but a little bit easier. He's the player you have to take. So they're the first 3 rewards. Player, Danny Olmo. That's the build I would use. I personally would go finesse incisive, and I'd actually go low driven. I like having low driven on my cams. I know a lot of people don't. A lot of people will probably go tech. The pros might even go pinged. A lot of people like pinged. That's what I'd go for. They're the first 3 options. There is 1 or 2 more options I'm looking at. Now, a lot of the really expensive ones, I know you guys won't be able to get unless, again, you save your tokens, and these packs probably, roll over until next week. But the one I want to talk about for 11 wins, or again, you could save your packs for next week or save your tokens for next week and it'll probably roll over, is this 3 of 12, 93 plus Fantasy of Football Path to Glory T1 player pick untradeable. Why do I show you this pick in particular? 650 tokens is quite a lot. We've just said the Path to Glory weight is shocking. These seem to be giving out decent weight compared to everything, and I've got kind of a little bit of proof. Not a lot of proof, but a little bit of proof. If you're going to get 11 wins or more and you want some sort of pack gamble or you want to save for a pack gamble next week, take this pack. This got sent in the Discord last night. I think it was this morning, last night, from one of you guys. Shout out. From this pack, De Bruyne, Vinny, and Musiala. Now, I know this is a one-off, but it just seems like this pack, I don't know whether it's just because it's 12 93 pluses and it's got a lot of players in it. Because there's so much fodder in this team, you need the player picks to have as many cards as possible. And it seems like having 12 cards. Now, you're not going to get Vinny, Musiala, De Bruyne, by the way. That is just ridiculous. And this was from that 650 coin token pack in the store, 650 token pack in the store, whatever. And again, that should be there next week. You shouldn't need to rush and get 11 wins. It should be there next week if you want to save. This is probably what I'm looking at taking. I'm thinking about Danny Olmo as well. Don't get me wrong. I love taking very unique players and being able to customize in perfect playstyles. But the fact I can only put 3 playstyle plus on him, not 4 playstyle plus, is making me want to heir to this 650 coin token pack to get me a De Bruyne, Vinny J, or Musiala. So we're going to jump into leaks, boys. But let me know down below, what are you thinking of taking already? I know a lot of you guys won't be able to get many champs wins, but they've just changed the divisions from Division 6, I think you needed to be in champs. Now it's Division 10, so anyone can play. Anyone can get at least 3 or 4 wins, and even 3 or 4 wins, you get a decent bit of fodder, so it's definitely worth playing champs. Well, let's talk about leaks and what's coming to this game and what we can talk about before the World Cup promo. So, here is that Cody Gakpo upgrade path if you guys were interested. If they win 1, he gets a 99 sub-attribute. That could be anything. EA will probably choose something decent. You would hope they choose one of the pace stats, a shooting stat, maybe even a dribbling stat. Very, very nice. If they win all 3 of their group games, he gets another +1 99 sub-attribute. I feel like it's very hard for a lot of nations to win all, 3 of their World Cup group games, even if they're good nations. I could see them easily drawing or losing to Japan or Sweden. Right? Shout out my Tunisians as well, but I could see them losing or drawing to Japan or Sweden. But of course, the big ones are sort of these 2 here. These are the 2 that everyone's focused on, right? Because these are the 2 that feel close enough to where you're going to still be playing the game and, using this Gakpo card. But also the reward's good enough to where you want to actually, see what the reward is. So, if Netherlands qualify for the round of 32, like almost guaranteed will. If they don't, it'll be a generational flop. You're pretty much guaranteed a 96 Gakpo who'll have 95, 96, 95, 96, 92. He might even have 1 or 2 stats higher than that if he gets the 99 sub-attributes, which is bonkers, right? Then the big one, if they win their first game and qualify to the round of 16, he gets a play style plus. You could very easily see it being technical, like the graphic shows here. You could see it being something else, like low driven. EA will probably not give him, like, long ball or something crap. They'll try and give him something decent. That is the one that everyone wants, these 2 upgrades here. And then, of course, qualified to the quarterfinals, he'll get 5-star skill moves and weak foot. So for him, that'll be 5-star weak foot. They qualified to the semi-finals, gets a +1 overall to a 97. Qualified to the final, he gets a 99 face stat, like, again, shooting here. And then if they not qualify, but win the final, a 99 overall and a 5th playstyle plus. That is miles away. And I know you're probably not as hyped for it, but it's still pretty cool. And I don't think Netherlands are going to win the World Cup. But these 2 here are very, very possible. And this Gakpo card, again, I used him in champs the other day, or yesterday. Broken. Unbelievably fast, and his shooting is brilliant, especially, of course, if you've got precision shooting on. Very, very good card. And before we talk about what SBC we think is coming today to join him, where is Neymar? Seems to be the talk from a lot of you guys in the chat yesterday who were asking me, when's Neymar coming to Ultimate Team? The answer is I don't know. We got Donovation, Evo upgrade yesterday, a 100,000 coin cam Evo. There was a rumor that basically that was originally a Neymar Evo, and then they last second changed it because the rights got messed up or something. Maybe they don't have the rights to Neymar in Ultimate Team. We don't really know what it's going to be. I think they have to drop this Neymar as an SBC. They have to. Of course, they're going to drop this 83 gold official stats version for Evos and stuff. They have to drop Neymar as an SBC. Bring some hype. Imagine next week we get Neymar in the Champs token store, but you have to save up a couple of weeks of tokens. That'll do me. EA, I promise that'll do me. Just do something cool with this Neymar card. You've got so much hype in the player behind the game. Do not fumble it. I think right now it's a licensing rights kind of issue. Trust me, EA would try and get Neymar in packs if they could. So I think it's sort of like a rights issue. But hopefully we see Neymar coming to the game soon. Now, which SBC have we got coming today? Because we have got 2 insane ones, 2 amazing ones still to come. These are not official stats. We actually have 3 amazing ones. I missed out one. These are not official stats. I can't find this graphic of the official stats. But we've got Ødegaard, Paqueta, and Ferran Torres, right? So it could be either of those 3 today. My guess is one of these 2. Ferran Torres or Lucas Paqueta. Or Jead, if you just keep on top of the leaks and you go and refresh your leaks page, you will see that actually, no, out of the 2 you thought, I got this all set up ready. It's going to be Paqueta and Ferran Torres. Refresh my leaks page, and what's right at the top? Ødegaard's coming today as an official 95 rated camp SBC with incisive, ticky, and technical. 93 pace, 94 shooting, 96 passing, 95 dribbling, 90 physical. He's confirmed to have 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. He is confirmed to have rapid and first touch as base play styles. He's confirmed to have tiki-taka, pinged, quick step, low driven as base play styles. He looks like an amazing card. The problem is, in real life, he has no aura, so kind of similar to Gakpo. I don't know why they put both of those cards as SBCs. I don't know if EA are trying to tell us something. 2 no aura cards, but have aura in-game. Looks to me like another must complete. Now, it depends how expensive he is, but if he's less than Gakpo, less than 400,000 coins, I think that's another must complete. You're looking at top end ultimate team of the season level stats. A lot of people expect Norway to get out the group stages. Do we expect Norway to get that 4th playstyle plus and win their round of 32 game? I don't know. I don't know what the bracket's going to end up being. But looks like a broken card. So yes or no, boys? Do we need an attacking centre mid? Are we completing Ødegaard? I wish he didn't have tiki-taka plus and instead had ping pass plus or even finesse shot plus, because no finesse shot plus on an attacking centre mid is a little bit annoying. But 88 defending, as if he's got intercept base, which I don't think he will. But if he did have intercept base, he would be an insane box-to-box centre mid. But at least you may as well look at these 2 now. These are probably coming tomorrow and the day after. We do have the official stats. Ferran Torres, finesse, quick step, low driven. Does not look as good as... Oh my God, he doesn't look as good as Cody Gakpo does. But he's a much better striker than Cody Gakpo is due to his body type and how he moves in game with that finesse and low driven. So if you want a striker Path to Glory card, he should be coming in the next few days, even tomorrow. And I know a lot of you guys want this Lucas Paqueta card. Maybe not as good as the Ødegaard stats-wise, but in terms of hype, Brazilian Lucas Paqueta, hopefully 5'5", probably 5'4", with 5-star skill moves with tech, rapid and not low driven, ping pass. I hate when they give rapid to centre mids because it just makes the card a little bit less usable. But I believe he sometimes has the left mid position, so maybe that makes him a little bit more viable at left mid with a rapid plus. But you'll be using him as a centre mid. And maybe you only do one of them. Maybe you only do Ødegaard or Paqueta. If that was the case, which one would you be completing? Ødegaard looks a lot better. Paqueta plays for Brazil and probably a lot more hype, a lot cooler. Let me know. I'm probably going to still side towards Ødegaard. That card looks really, really nice. But with that, what is fodder going to do if we get all these good SBCs? What's the market going to do? What are we doing yesterday when we bought cards? Why are we on 22 million coins, not 29 million? Let's jump into it, okay? First of all, I made one proper trade yesterday and it flopped hard. I didn't track it too much, but if you're on the stream, you see, we tried to price fix this Adam Wharton card a little bit. And basically, I've lost about 300, 400,000 coins in tax, I believe. We broke even on most of them, but it's the ones I've got left to sell at the back here. I think I've got 2 or 3. 2 left to sell. He's already dropped down 100 or 200,000 coins. I'll probably lose a couple 100,000 coins in tax, which is not the end of the world. We also bought some Mir Hams, I guess, and some Morgans, which are, again, probably make me about 100k, which cuts the loss on Wharton a little bit. Just standard fluctuation trades, which we can still do. But the market's heading one way. That is down. The market is heading down. We had a big rise on some cards like the UCL cards, like Vicky Lopez and Claudia Pina last night, because these cards dropped in the panic, but they're still much better than 99% of the Path to Glory cards. Even some of the ones with 4 playstyle plus, right? You cannot tell me that any of the cards are actually better than this Vicky Lopez card in-game. She is still broken. So they had a big bounce for champs, and like the Friday nights people bought the weekend league teams. But the market still looks like it's heading in one direction, and that is down. These Path to Glory cards had little bits of bounces up and down over the night. Vinny went from like low 6 million coins to kind of like mid-low 7 million coins if you check on the hourly graphs. And they had that same bounce they always do, right? Where middle of the night, 6.3, bounced up to 7.2. A lot of coins to be made there, but you had to be very, very quick in the sales. Even a card like De Bruyne. And by the way, these cards are going to fall for the next few days pretty much, or at least into today at content time. De Bruyne hit a low of 1.8, went to 1.97, made 100,000 coins a card there if you nailed it. Even that, not that much profit. De Jong's one of the better ones, I think, in terms of holding his price. But again, there just wasn't that much opportunity, right? De Jong went from 3.4 to 4.4. Didn't really sell too much of that price, held his price, but now he's back at 3.4 again, right? These cards, yes, they are super in demand and they will be for the World Cup. But I checked what happened with the FC24 Path to Glory cards, and it seems like a really obvious point to buy these cards. Even if you just want these cards for your team, you're not bothered about trading them. Even if you just want to use a card like, back in the day, but this Kyle Walker. If you want to use a card like Saka, Vinicius, maybe some of the lower tier cards like Ruben Diaz, who I used in game yesterday and was broken, by the way. These cards came out in packs in FC24, very similar thing in the summer, in June. They went really low at the end of the weekend, which I think we could buy at. They then went a little bit lower into Thursday, but just before they went out of packs. Out of packs, they double in price as the tournament starts, and a lot of the big nations do well, right? So the cards like Portugal, England, France, Brazilian cards, people are getting hyped for, and hopefully win their first game if you're going to hold them into the first game. The problem I think here is the World Cup starts on Thursday, right? People are going to start getting hyped for these cards on Thursday. Now, I'm not, every nation doesn't play on Thursday, but people start to realise the World Cup starts Thursday and they start buying these cards. I think this little dip here might be the safest time to buy, just in case you start to see a rise after that, with the World Cup starting on Thursday and not on the weekend, okay? So end of the weekend, let all the supply come for Path to Glory cards. It might be a Sunday night one, a Monday morning one, could be a tonight one. We'll ping that in the Discord. Get yourself in the free Discord if you just want to be pinged for that, because I'm sure we'll ping it if these cards are way too low. But on FC24, we checked it, and pretty much all players had the same pattern, right? They went down. If we go check Pedri as well, who was very, very cheap when he came out for a 99 rated card. Of course, got the upgrades. He came down Friday, had that low on Sunday, a little bit lower into the week, then boomed up. Again, you could wait till Thursday to buy if you want to risk it, and we could definitely see some more tradable pack supply and all that good stuff. Maybe I'll do that if the cards seem very, very high still on Sunday night. Depends on the price. But I think Sunday could be a good buy time if you time it correct with the end of sort of like the main bit of weekend league reward supply. You also have this weird thing where there could be some people not even opening the Champs Awards, maybe saving them for next week. So maybe we don't get as much supply anyway. And it means that Sunday could be the best time to buy because people are waiting for the drop. Drop doesn't happen. Like we don't get as much supply onto the market. So it just booms up afterwards. It's the first time we've got these Champs Awards. At the end of the day, it's hard to predict something when we've got the first of it ever on any FC. So we'll have to see how that impacts the game. But yeah, I'm thinking about buying sort of that Sunday time. And I'm sure, like I say, we'll call it on these videos. We'll call it in the free Discord. But I'm just excited to buy some of these cards, man. I'm excited to see what they do. Like, look at this Pedri card. 1.3 mil, 1.6 mil. Like, they just move so much with the tournament. I'm excited for the World Cup. I'm excited to watch these cards fly. Chiesa, by the way. Again, we showed this one a few weeks ago in the video, a few days ago in one of the videos. 1.9 to 1.5, up to 2. He went to 2.6 first, then to 2.9, then down, then back up. These cards just fly all over the place, and it's a lovely time to be trading on the game, playing the game, using these cards, trying to pack these cards. If you try and pack an untradeable card, of course, you can then see how well they do in the World Cup. Just a great time. In terms of fodder, boys, 85s at discard. You guys know the play by now. Get them at 700 coins at discard. Sell them at 1.5. When we're on the Trade to Glory account, starting again from 0 coins, we're doing a lot more good stuff like that. And if you can, Team of the Week's had a massive rise yesterday because basically the tradable Team of the Week supply pack was still out. It then didn't get refreshed at content. They boomed up to 15,000 coins. If you can try and get these at near discard, not 15,000 coins, but again, you're talking probably 11 or 12,000 coins, absolute max. You really want them at discard, to be honest. The only way you're going to get that is on bids, but all Team of the Weeks now are up to about 15,000 coins. The reason for this is Team of the Seasons are now up to like 25,000 coins. Team of the Weeks, if we get no more tradable supply, should go back up. The reason we're saying buy at discard and don't just buy at 15k, if we get more tradable Team of the Week supply, you're cooked. They'll go back to discard. So if you can get them at discard on bids, might be easy during the weekend. You'll have to see. It might be quite hard, but if you can, I would do that. And overall, let's see what the week brings, okay? Let's see what these Path to Glories do. Let's see what other content we get. EA so far have nailed Path to Glory for the most part. Again, a few things wrong. We need to see what happens with those Evos in the token store. Do they come back? But for the most part, they've nailed it. So let's see what else comes. Let's see what else we can do. And the Trade to Glory, like I keep mentioning on every video, I think I've got a plan for it now. We're going to try and do it live on a Twitch stream where for like a 4 to 8 hour stream, a really long one, we sit there on Twitch on a brand new account and we see in one stream where can we take a brand new account from 0,000 coins to a God Squad in just one stream. I think that'll be a massive, just a massive load of fun. I don't know, it should just be a great stream with you guys there. Just having, new account. I've not done that in a while since the start of the game, basically. A really fun road to glory. So I hope you are there for that one. I'll try and announce it when we do that on stream because I need to try and make some time in the diary for that. But boys and girls, subscribe if you are new and you're going to be playing during the World Cup. I appreciate all the support. We might actually hit 20k subs before FC27, which is mental. I never thought that would be possible. So thank you to all you boys and girls and the support. And until next time, I'll see you all in a